Your Excellency, Xi Jinping, I want to thank you once again, and especially happy to witness the signing ceremony and the commitment on many bilateral agreements witnessed between China and Rwanda, and looking forward to more cooperation and the deepening of bilateral relationships in different fields of development of two countries and working together, not only bilaterally but beyond that on the global scene, as well as supporting on our part the cooperation between China and Africa as well. In fact, the signing of these bilateral agreements speaks for itself in terms of what is possible between our two countries and between the country of China and the continent of Africa. So, Mr. President, I wish to welcome you once again.
President Kagame, dear friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is a real pleasure for me to visit your beautiful country at the invitation of President Kagame. The gracious hospitality and thoughtful arrangements accorded to me and my delegation by the government and people of Rwanda have made us feel at home. I extend my sincere appreciation to that. This is my first overseas visit after my re-election as the President of China. Rwanda is an important stop in this visit. This is also the first time that a Chinese president has ever visited Rwanda. Through the visit, I've seen firsthand a vibrant and well-organized country that is making good progress in its development. The country enjoys social harmony and stability, and its people are leading a happy and content life. On behalf of the Chinese people, I wish to extend to President Kagame and the people of Rwanda our heartfelt congratulations. I am here this time with the aim to consolidate the traditional friendship between China and Rwanda, and to work together with Mr. President to plan for the future of our bilateral relations and the friendly cooperation between China and Africa, and to see to it that our mutually beneficial cooperation can yield more fruit, and our peoples and the people in Africa can have more gains. Just now, the President and I have had an in-depth and friendly discussion on China-Rwanda relations, the Beijing summit of FOCAC, and other international and regional issues of mutual interest. We have reached broad common understanding. And just now, we also witnessed together the signing of many cooperation documents in the areas of economic and technical cooperation, human resources development, culture, science and technology, infrastructure development, investment, e-commerce, civil aviation transport, and Belt and Road cooperation. These outcomes will, for sure, elevate our result-oriented cooperation to a higher level. The President and I both see important opportunities in further strengthening our cooperation. We must look at and grow bilateral relationship from a strategic height and a long-term perspective, continue to build political mutual trust, and firmly support each other in continuing along the path that fits our respective national realities, and continue to understand and support each other on each other's core interests and major concerns. The President and I both recognize the need to connect our development strategies, to bring our complementarity into full play, and expand practical cooperation in investment, trade, infrastructure, and other areas, and upgrade the level of cooperation to deliver greater benefits to our two peoples. China welcomes Rwanda's active participation in the Belt and Road international cooperation. We both believe that we need to strengthen and expand exchange and cooperation in culture, education, healthcare, human resources development, and other broad people-to-people exchange areas to bring our people closer together and increase mutual understanding and friendship between our two peoples. We both commit to closer coordination on international and regional affairs, to enhance coordination and collaboration on globally important agendas, and uphold the common interest of developing countries, and make the international order and international relations more equitable and just. President Kagame is acting as the rotating president of the African Union and is championing the efforts to reform the AU institution. We appreciate his important contribution to the development of the AU and Africa's integration process. I also commend Mr. Kagame's active efforts to strengthen China-Africa cooperation and China-Africa friendship and exchange. Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, friends, a Chinese saying says that distance tests a horse's strength and time reveals a person's heart. For the past decades, China and African countries have been treating each other with sincerity, friendship, and have been pursuing solidarity and cooperation. We are bound by the community of shared future and common interest. To grow our solidarity and cooperation with Africa is an important foundation for China's foreign policy and is China's long-standing and unwavering strategic choice. China applauds Africa's pursuit of strength through unity and coordination that will lead to homegrown and sustainable development. China would like to dovetail its development with that of Africa for win-win cooperation and common development. In the upcoming September, the Beijing summit of FOCAC will take place. The theme is China and Africa toward an even strong community with a shared future through win-win cooperation. Together, Mr. Kagame, me and other African leaders will gather in Beijing to discuss the overall plan for China-Africa cooperation. China stands ready to work with Rwanda and other African countries to make the Beijing summit another historic and landmark gathering for stronger solidarity and cooperation between China and Africa. Thank you for your attention.
把今年的论坛峰会办成加强中非团结合作的又一次历史性的盛会。谢谢大家。
Your Excellencies, distinguished